So now this is the second week in a row in which we have someone from the larger Lutheran world coming to tell us about the ministry that they do. So Koinonia has been a camp that I've taken my family to every year since we've had kids, and it's just a beautiful thing that we have. I didn't grow up Lutheran, we didn't do these fun things, so it's so amazing that we have these fun camps and these fun youth activities that we get to participate in. So Kathleen's going to come forward now and tell us about her work as director of Koinonia. It's a camp of 1,200 acres of wilderness, a beautiful lake.
Good morning. Blessings to you. As Pastor O'Hanlon said, my name is Kathleen Bruin. I'm the executive director of Koinonia, and it's a Lutheran church in the foothills of the Catskills in New York. And I just want to thank all of you for welcoming me here today, in particular Pastor Jim O'Hanlon. I don't know if you know this, but Pastor Jim O'Hanlon is on the Koinonia board of directors, and he's been a huge support to myself personally, but also to the camp in the past few years. So I am so happy to be here, and I wanted to see if you could join me in a prayer, a song of prayer. And if you might know, does this group know the Sanctuary song?
Not really well.
All right, then we're going to do it as an echo. I'll sing it, and then you can sing it back to me. Here we go. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary. Now you can sing it. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. It's pure and holy, tried and true. Here we go. Pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving I'll be a living, with thanksgiving, there you go, I'll be a living sanctuary for you, sanctuary for you. Thanks so much for praying with me. Koinonia is where God transforms and prepares people in an outdoor environment to love and serve one another. And Koinonia was established as a camp for Lutheran congregations in 1963, and its history has been one of service to Lutherans with a focus on youth ministry. The camp I drove pretty much from the camp today, so it was about a 2-hour drive from St. Luke's, and it's a 20-room hotel-like conference center, which means it's your own room with nice beds and your own bathroom. This is not a camp where unless you want to, you're not sleeping on a bunk bed. And it has 4 retreat cabins, and it has, as Pastor Jim said, over 1,100 acres of wilderness and trails, including about a 2-mile-long lake, which is fully enclosed. And it's a beautiful place and holy ground. And I know some of you have been there and been able to see that beautiful place. And I'm really happy to think that many more of you will be there in the future. So Koinonia suffered, I'm thinking about the reading of Job today. It wasn't exactly like Job, but it was pretty bad. Koinonia suffered many losses in the past 5 years ago, and it actually had to close due to pervasive mold. Few people had hope or faith that Koinonia's future, and many turned their eyes away. And I have to say, usually when a camp closes, it doesn't reopen. But where there is God, there's always hope and help. And in 2020, an interim board was elected, and within 3 years, this happened. The camp remediated the mold, it repaired and painted buildings, it put in split air and heating systems, it brought Wi-Fi to the conference center and one of our retreat buildings. It passed an electrical inspection and a fire inspection. It renovated a residential home for the operations director and his family. It put new roofs on the conference center and 3 other buildings. and keep going, and a new floating bridge, and transformed the waterfront. So, with all these blessings of faith, love, and help, Koinonia can now minister to the visiting congregations like yourself and the wider community. And we are just now keeping our, moving our love into wider and wider ripples. We've brought back the summer day camp, which served over 100 children last summer. We opened an online after-school program. We celebrated our 60th, we're still in it, with 3 very well-attended events. And we had all of our weekends booked until Christmas now. And it's like amazing. I can't even, like, sometimes when I share this, I can't even believe this all happened. We have reached our $1 million base goal for our campaign. And we're now more than halfway toward our $500,000 stretch goal, thanks to generous individual donations and congregations' participation. So Koinonia, I believe, and I've been told, has become a symbol of the transformational power of God during these difficult times. And the board and I invite you to collaborate on our future, which at this point is far beyond what we could ever imagine. And so Koinonia invites you to join us as a member congregation in 2024. I want you to all think about it. And I thank you for your prayers and your support, and God bless you. I will be so happy to see you after church in the back table. Thank you so much for your time today.
So again, those people who went up, you want to raise your hand to let people know who they can see to learn more about Koinonia. We had a group that went up there in July. And as she mentioned, it's beautiful wilderness, but also a conference center that's very comfortable. You have your own bathroom, air conditioning, nice double beds. So I hope people get more chances to do that. Our retreat, we did as a focus on kind of rest and relaxation. We had yoga as part of our retreat, and lots of hiking. Dave Palastro was our hiking guide. When we went up there, the kids told you, if you remember in the summer, Ava and Audrey came and told you about the fun that they had at that retreat, going out on kayaks and so forth. So we're so glad that we have something like Camp Koinonia, and you can learn more about it afterwards.